This is verse 30 of the 12th chapter of the Gospel of Matthew. We're wrapping up a conversation Jesus has with the religious leaders who have accused him of casting out demons in the name of Beelzebub. And of course, Jesus now asserts that the display of power that is evident in him is evidence that the kingdom of God has appeared among them, and that therefore the authority that he's displaying is in fact authority that represents really binding the strong man, that is Satan, the binding taking place courtesy of a stronger man who is Christ himself, who is plundering the goods of Satan, and that's really evidently and obviously what's going on, and thus he can plunder the goods, which apparently refers to those who have been taken into the possession of Satan. Jesus has just cast out a demon, of course, to illustrate the point. And now he continues by saying, ho, this is the article, the negation may, used with non-indicative moods, which is what we have here, a present participle, based on a me, on, usa, on. The verb of being, it means being, and so the not being, present participle, nominative singular, the not being, met, short for meta, takes the genitive and means with. So the not being with me, cat, then this is short for kata, with the genitive means against. So these are opposites. The one who is not with me is against me, esten, the verb of being, third person singular, present active indicative. So the one who is not with me is against me. Kai, connective, ho, not, the ho, may, not, sunagon, again a present participle, masculine, singular, nominative. Synago means to gather together, related to the word synagogue, of course. The one not gathering, met emu, same construction, with me. Scorpidze. This is from scorpidzo. It's related to the word scorpion. Scorpions would sting by piercing the skin, and related to that was piercing something to cause it to collapse, to fall apart. And from that is derived the idea of scattering, to basically cause something to lose its internal integrity and to be scattered abroad. So it's a rather strong word. And of course, the point here is the one who is not with Christ is against him. The one who isn't gathering with him is scattering abroad. You notice one of these has to do more with the inner disposition. Are you with Christ or against him? The other one has to do more with your actions. What are you doing externally, which is a reflection of that inner disposition. Jesus, of course, makes a similar statement over in Mark, but it's just the opposite. He says, the one who is not against me is for me. It sounds contradictory, but of course in the Mark context, Jesus is really emphasizing that there should be a certain degree of charity and latitude in my estimation of the work of others, even if I'm not on the same page with them, don't share quite the same maybe theological outlook or something. Nevertheless, I should have a warm appreciation for anyone who's doing anything in the name of Christ. But in the present context, the focus is rather on my own heart. I'm to examine myself. It's probable that Jesus makes the comment that we have here in verse 30, not to the Pharisees, their disposition was plain enough, but to those who were standing around observing it, saying as it were to them, whose side are you on? There's no neutral ground here. You can't sit on the fence. If you're not with me, then you're with the Pharisees, those who are determined to destroy me. If you're not scattering, if you're not gathering with me, rather, then you're scattering. There's no place to kind of be in a no man's land there in the middle, and so it's focusing here more on the rigor that any given person should bring to bear with respect to their own heart and their own disposition as to Christ.